Well, this looks interesting.
Yeah.
What are you making today, Vanessa?
Well, we are going to make some Austrian bread dumplings. They're actually made out of buns.
Yeah.
And it's the best thing for leftover.
Leftover bread and buns?
Leftover bread. And these are white buns, and I cut them all up.
Yeah.
And you can use old buns. Sometimes I freeze a whole bunch and then take them out, defrost them, and then cut them up.
Okay.
And what I did here is I poured some milk over them.
Yeah.
And then I put a large plate on it and a weight. You can use a big, like you see over here, one of those big
stone grinder thing.
Stone grinder or a heavy pot. And you put a plate on it and a heavy pot. And I had it in the refrigerator overnight.
Okay.
Now this is almost all soaked through.
Okay.
Then I whipped up about 4 or 5 eggs.
Yeah.
And whisked them up and poured them over this too.
Okay.
Okay.
And so there's eggs and milk in it already.
Yeah, eggs and milk. And what I have here this morning, I took a pound of bacon.
Yeah.
And also some bacon fat.
Yeah.
And I chopped it.
Yeah.
And you like all the fat has to stay in it.
Okay.
Then I took a couple of white onions like here.
Yeah.
And I chopped them fine. And I started to saute this in the pan.
So you're adding the secret ingredient, bacon.
Bacon, yeah.
Okay.
And then we go like this a little bit. And we just blend it together.
Yeah.
And what I would also do right away, I would take parsley, chopped up,
Fresh parsley or?
Fresh parsley. Well, if you don't have, use dried. Doesn't matter, right? And it's kind of, you kind of wing it. I wouldn't put more than 1 pound of bacon into this amount here.
Yeah.
But if you want 1.5 pounds, you could have taken it too,
Okay.
But that's all I had.
Yeah.
So that's how this goes.
All
Here,
right.
pepper, freshly ground pepper.
Okay.
Salt.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We blend it all together.
Yeah.
And then you want it to really, really combine everything.
Yeah.
The fat and the everything else, right?
Yeah.
So what I do is, see, I take a big plate, put it on top. Okay?
Yeah.
And I do this again. And a stone, this is a marble mortar.
Yeah.
From Carrara, from Italy, and we leave that sit now for a couple of hours.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
After a couple of hours, it's really all soaked up and nice together.
Yeah.
And then I take about a handful of flour, whatever it takes, and put it in.
Yeah.
So it is a soft dough, and not too hard. You want it not too hard.
Yeah.
Okay? And then maybe we could come back after and do that after, but I can also explain it right now. So some flour, and then you make dumplings. And here they are, see? These are already boiled in salted water. You make little dumplings, you form them, and you have a little flour here, and you roll them in flour.
Okay.
You go like this. And then you set them all out.
All right.
And then you take a big pot with water and a handful of salt, bring it to a boil, put all the dumplings in. Yeah. Bring it again to a boil. Yeah. Then you pour ice cold water in, a good cup, and then you simmer it for 7 minutes.
Okay.
Lift out your dumplings, and then they look like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's so much work, I always freeze mine one by one in little freezer bags.
Yeah.
Tiny little
and then you can use up your old bread, make a tasty dish that you can. Yeah. I know what you do. You put a chanterelle sauce, mushroom sauce on them.
You can make a pork roast with a nice gravy. You can do a beef roast, and you can serve them with that. And they're fantastic. Instead of potatoes, it's a little more work, but it's a wonderful, wonderful.
And they're called, what are they called? Bread dumplings?
In German, they're called Semmelknoedel. Yeah. But my Semmelknoedel, you can also only make it with bread. Yeah. But I also put the bacon in. Yeah. Okay. The onions are always in and the parsley, but I always add the bacon because it really gives a wonderful flavor.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, maybe we'll see if I can be here when you do the mixing. Yeah.
Sure, and then we can do a second one.
Thank you. Meanwhile, back on the Knüdelmeister scene here.
Okay, look at this here now. It is soft, okay?
Yeah.
But all the breads that are in here, they still keep their shape, but they're all completely soaked through with the milk and the juice, whatever is in there.
And the fat, yeah.
And it needs to be like that, otherwise they fall apart. And this here is the consistency of them.
So you,
and I put some
about the
flour
size of a baseball?
Yeah, a little less. Yeah, this is almost a little big here. Okay, a little off, right?
I see you got quite a few done here.
And here I have some flour, and I roll them in flour, and that also helps to keep them together. Now, when you are not a very experienced Knödelmeister, which happens to me sometimes too, because noodles fall apart, just do one. Put one in.
Yeah.
So here I have boiling water with some salt in it.
Right.
Right. The salt kind of sucks it together.
Right.
And I put them all in here.
But do one and see if it falls apart.
I usually do one, but I'm sure these ones here are okay. They kind of really feel good, you know. So, but do one, see if it falls apart. And what we'll do, I have quite a big pot here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring it to a boil again.
Yeah.
And they have to come up. They have to swim.
They have to float. Okay.
Float.
Then they're done when they float?
No. No. And what you have to do is when they don't float right away, you have to go, like, this is too early now. It could be that they're stuck on the bottom. So they don't float. So you go underneath and you make sure to lift them all nicely, gently up.
Okay.
Okay. And just check in a while again.
Yeah.
Okay?
Gentle. Be gentle. Okay, the Knüdelmeister.
Yeah. We'll check back in a minute.
Okay, we're back.
So, these just came up floating. I feel I had to help a little bit, you know, like I was saying, going underneath. So as soon as they cook like that, they come up and it's back to a boil, you pour some ice cold water in. Okay?
Why do you do that?
It helps to keep with all the dumplings. It helps to keep the dumplings together and cook them more on the inside, so they're cooked through on the inside. Okay?
So that's Knüdel secret number one.
Yeah.
Pour hot, cold water into it.
And now we'll wait until it starts boiling again, which should be in not very long time.
Yeah.
And what I will do then is I will take the lid, put the lid on, turn it off, and let it sit for about 7 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And in the hot water, it will just cook itself.
Okay.
Right? Because the bread is cooked,
everything's already cooked.
It just needs to warm up and kind of
gel
together.
Okay.
But leave the lid off.
Okay.
Right now. Okay. And then they're done, and then we have these wonderful dumplings who look exactly like that. You can put a little bit of browned butter on top of them.
Yeah.
And how they really taste good when they're cold is cut in half, sliced, fried in butter, and then throw a couple of eggs on top for breakfast.
Yeah, okay.
Very, very good.
I noticed you had some chanterelle mushroom sauce you were using.
Chanterelle mushroom sauce is fantastic with it, and we also said all kinds
gravy,
of
roast gravy. So you use it instead of a potato then?
Yeah. Even for turkey and gravy.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful fall food.
And a great way to get rid of your old bread.
Yeah, the old bread. So here I go. I close this off and I wait for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
If you keep cooking, they may fall apart.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you.
So what do you do with them when you take them out then?
I let them cool on a large plate.
Okay.
And then I either use them right away, or I usually make lots because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And the rest of them, I put each one in a little plastic bag with a twist tie in a big box in the freezer.
Oh, okay.
And then as I need, I take as many as I want out.
Okay, super.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So here's some hot and steamy bread Knüdel with that nice onion and bacon in it, and it's all made of leftover bread.
Yeah.